Yo, what's up? Happy Sunday. Welcome to another 2K stream. I told you guys we'd be back with this here, and I did do some testing a little bit before I went live. I wanted to check a couple things just to try to speed up the process a little bit. Yeah, Massmonio, here we are. That's right. Got something fun to build off of yesterday. At least that's what I noticed before I went live, with some things that I was checking, some ideas I had that I was just like, you know what, we can test these before we go live and see if that's what we're going to build off of or if we're going to go a different direction. So I'm going to cover all that, just letting people trickle in here. I haven't been live that long, so I like to give people a couple minutes just to roll in. From Italy, dang. I appreciate you coming through. What time is it over there? It's got to be, well, in the evening time, right? Like maybe like 9, 10 o'clock? I'm definitely curious what time it is for you over there. But I'm going to give it about 30 more seconds here. And we'll kind of start diving into everything. All right. Is the stream laggy for anybody? Like, on my YouTube studio it looks kind of laggy, but in my ground control it looks perfectly fine. Yo, what's up, Big Papa? We got some good things. Now it's 9 o'clock. Okay, that's what I was thinking. But yeah, Big Papa, let me know, is the stream laggy? At least it looks laggy in YouTube Studio. So I can't tell. But anyway, we'll go ahead and make sure I give the focus on my focus my internet on. It's all good? Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna go ahead and still prioritize give priority to gaming for the next couple hours to make sure, because it does look a little laggy here. But all right, the main thing is you're telling me that it's not. All right, so yesterday, where we left off, and I uploaded for you guys to test, didn't get any feedback, but honestly didn't allow for much time to get some feedback. So where we're at is we had updated the we were working on pick and roll defense, and we had bumped the CPU defensive awareness up to 100, and then we had user at 102, but then it slowed down their offense substantially. Their pace of play got reduced. They didn't shoot as many threes. They were shooting crazy high percentages, right? And so today I was like, all right, let's just see where we could go from there, because obviously with the pick and roll thing, the defensive awareness needed to stay, but I don't like having the CPU have a huge advantage over the user. They already get enough boosts. So today I was like, all right, let's look at a couple things. I did this off stream, of course, so we're going to kind of go into it here so you guys know exactly where I'm at. I put user, I'll show you guys here. Whoa. Yep, I put user defensive awareness back up to 100. And then for the CPU, I tested offensive awareness at 0 to see how it impacted their pace of play in threes. And in just a quarter, they shot 7 threes and 20 shots. Not horrible. 0 free throws. Not horrible, but it wasn't, what we're really wanting, right? That's on pace. You're on pace for 28 threes, which is below NBA average, and 80 shots, which is still below NBA average. And again, that didn't have any free throws taking away shot attempts, so still not what we're wanting. So then I tested offensive awareness at 100 for the CPU as well. So both awareness sliders are at 100. And holy crap, did it make a difference? At least, I played 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes. I played 4 minutes and they were at 10 shots and had free throws. They were on pace for like 25 shots and several free throws. It was night and day difference. And I immediately was like, all right, we're streaming at this point. We're at a place where we can stream. So what we're going to do is we're going to do exactly what we did yesterday. Is we did the Knicks versus Pistons yesterday. So I'm going to say, who do you guys want to see me play against? We should have... let me just reload this so we don't go through all the games there in case there's a matchup that you guys would want to see. But say if you throw out who you want to see me play against, then we can kind of grab that game and go with it. So let me go ahead and load in the sliders, because I don't know who you guys want to see me play against. Like, we saw Cade doing his thing yesterday. Now it's, who do you guys want to see me play against? Where is the sliders posted? In the video that just dropped, bro. The sliders aren't finished, but it's more roster than anything, little bucks. It's more roster tendencies. The sliders are still being worked on, but you're not gonna want to just use these with anything. You want to build them with, ideally, with the roster that just got dropped that took 5-6 weeks of work. Alright, so daily view. We don't have anything. Let's go ahead to... Is there anything? I don't think there's anything. Nope. So we can go to daily view here. So we can get rid of... we already did this game. But is there any other games on here that you guys would be interested in? We got Clippers, Nuggets. That's probably not going to be Magic, Kings. Well, no, but it's... So, Jay Fresh, you're saying worst team in the league versus the best team in the league. I mean, the best team in the league is kind of debatable, right? I mean, at one point, it was the Thunder, right? But then that changed. You know what I mean? So I don't think you can really just say best team versus worst team. I think if there's particular players you guys want to see how they play on a team, or a particular team you want to see, if that team's here, I will play against them. 'Cause I don't care. I mean, this isn't my NBA. I'm just testing the sliders, showing you guys the gameplay. Were you able to do ratings and tendencies in the roster? Haven't followed along. So the roster has all the tendencies in it. There's 2 different scenarios. There's 2 different scenarios. If they have Curry. I should probably go the other way. They have Curry. There's 2 different scenarios, Big Papa. One has only the tendency edits, and then the other one has the we weren't able to do the ratings because ChatGPT, we got half the ratings out, and then the second half of the ratings, it like glitched and spit out issues and stuff like that. So, yeah. So we did something. I did something else there. Kind of what I sent you in our chat. Little Bucks, the sliders aren't posted. Springfield, Missouri, what's up, man? Thank you for coming through. Appreciate that. So, Little Bucks, you're going to want to watch the most recent upload on my channel. And in that video, I explained that the sliders for that scenario and roster aren't finished. And I'm working on finishing it now. That's kind of what we're doing. So someone said, let's do Celtics and Warriors if they have Curry. So then let's follow that up with, which team do you want to be the CPU? That's the important part. It's which team do you guys want to see as the CPU? I'll play with whoever because I don't care. But Little Buck, yeah, just had a crazy project drop with ChatGPT based player tendencies, coaching tendencies, points of emphasis. Had rosters for it that you could go back and do start from the season, or there's start today scenarios with all the player edits. And there's two different ones. The gameplay sliders weren't 100% finished. I explained that in the video, but I wanted to get you guys the content, and I said I'm going to continue to work on the sliders and explain in the video how to get the updates for the sliders, but the sliders are specific to this roster, so I don't know how it would work with something else. That's when you say the sliders were they posted. Well, they're not finished yet, so they're not posted anywhere. But they are uploaded for you to test inside this new project. That's kind of where we're at with it. So the Celtics are not going to have Tatum, I don't think. You can be the Celtics. Okay, so you want to see the Warriors with Curry. Got it. Let's go here. All right. There we go. That's starting lineups. I mean, even without Tatum, bro, massive advantage over the Warriors. So we'll see how this goes, man. I'm excited to see. I like playing against these different teams too. I think it's great to test what we're working on here. So this is pace of play, shooting threes, hopefully less paint spamming from the CPU. It's kind of what we're hoping for here. Before we get started, someone told me the trick. Turn this off. Went to Curry right away, man. There we go. I don't know why Vucevic was bringing the ball up the court. Oh, good call. Should pop a full screen. Dude, thank you. I forget. You guys got to remind me sometimes, man. And you know what? I even switched up. Yo, this is looking laggy for me. Is it not laggy for anybody else? Man, I'm in light streaming. It's looking laggy as hell. Yo, DV-Rate, what's going on, bro? Alright, so we're full screen, and you guys can see I made some changes to the overlays. I wanted to get a clearer screen. We got rid of the stuff on the bottom there that was covering up a lot of information. David, what was the reason to turn off the overlay? Because I have to wait forever. Good rotation, good bucket. Because if I want to call and do something with my game plan, I have to wait for that smart to go away. It takes like 5 seconds. So to me, it's like, you know, you're at 20 seconds, you can change your game plan to pick and roll, whatever. It's annoying. I like the smart play, don't get me wrong. But when I'm trying to, you know, test pick and roll or make these changes or whatever, I need to be able to do it. Woo! Let's go. Yeah, Curry didn't want none of that, man. He made a business decision. And we do have the Duncan traffic frequencies up to 75, which has made all the difference for getting more dunks. I don't know if I'll leave it that high. It'll be monitoring the totals. Oh, good hustle play, Jordan Walsh, only to turn it over. You guys should be able to see a difference in how the CPU's running their offense compared to yesterday with this change, right? I know we're playing against a completely different team than the Pistons, but should be seeing a lot less dragging the shot clock down type of stuff. Oh, if he made that, I would have been pretty hyped. That was kind of a tough shot. Bro, Curry, man. Curry doing his thing. Porzingis, you're going to have to step out on Vooch, man. He can hit that. He can hit that. Oh, I was supposed to go to Jordan Walsh. Got it there anyway. Tough shot. Draymond Green's down there doing his thing. If that would have went there the first time, that would have been a bucket. Why are you running pick and roll with Vooch, man? Makes no sense. Like, he should never be the ball handler in a pick and roll. You miss Vooch on the Bulls? I miss him on the Magic, man. He got to be there for the tough years. He never... Look at that rotation. Look at that rotation from Peyton Pritchard. Let's let it rain. Draymond's right there, man. Is this TV camera view? It is Broadcast, but it's custom. Zoom 5, height 10. I do customize it a little bit. Oh, Curry pulling, bro. The nod is good, brother. Good ball movement. Oh. This just feels like a completely different game for off like both teams. Like the pace of play and how we're just getting shots up. Need to get some fouls in here. We had one already, but I don't think it led to free throws. It's just a reaching foul. But how the CPU's playing offensively overall. Draymond's gonna burn the shot clock down. It's just different than yesterday. I don't know what is going on with Vooch. I should have went up with it right away instead of pump faking it. That's on me. Dang it, we're calling timeout. Totally different from yesterday. I gotta make sure the stream quality is good, man, because I'm looking on Lightstream and I'm looking on YouTube Studio and it just looks laggy. No, we're good. It's good. If you turned off overlay, why is the play still showing? That's the I didn't turn off the overlay. I turned off the quick play, the smart play. Overlays are still on. Yo, Jonathan, welcome to Simgamingnetwork, man. Appreciate you. All right, let's get back to it. No, you're good, man. You just had me confused. Good execution, good hit, Derek White. Maybe it's Vooch play types. Yeah, we'll look at that when we get out of here. Because that's like he brought the ball up the court, which he shouldn't. And then he's ran pick and roll as the ball handler twice. I don't know how that would have happened. Oh, good defense, Porzingis. I don't know why I tried to squeeze that one in there. Give Curry the little hezzy there, slowed down, and then just went by him. I pressed the wrong button. Finally got to Hauser. I pressed circle, and Derek White was circle. I was like, we got it there. We got the open look. Big Socrates, we're just slider testing, my friend. Like I said, the sliders weren't finished. And I'm trying to get these finished for you guys. Get out of there, Derek White. Let's go, Garza. So yeah, yesterday we were working on pick and roll defense from the CPU to get an improvement there, which we did. We got an improvement. And then it was, okay, but that improvement reduced the CPU's pace of play, their three-point shooting, they paint spammed, right? And so then today was going to be, all right, let's work on addressing that, which in the testing I did off stream, and then so far on stream right now, definitely feels like we found the solution. So then it'll be shot percentages and free throws if possible. It's a good look. Had the height. There were some changes made to shooting a little bit, and then 2K, does their main menu updates and stuff like that. So it's one of those things that shooting's gonna be the enigma that is forever being chased. Because you can have shooting locked in, and then 2 days later, 2K will do something that'll mess it up. Yo, what's up, Lupus Warrior? How are you, friend? How you feeling today? There goes that man. What are we running for a play here? Garza for three again. Let's go. Let's go. Garza out here. He's 2 for 2. That should have been a foul. Hang on him. Let's go, Hugo. Let's go. Video game career is making you smile. Yeah, he hasn't been hitting at the rate. He's missed a little bit, but we know he can get hot. We know 2K goes in streaks. What I think is a big takeaway, big positive, is they're not shooting 70%. Right? Yesterday, the Pistons were shooting 75%, and part of it was because they weren't shooting. They weren't shooting a lot of threes. They were able to get to the hoop. Well, one way you address that is bring the user help defense or the defense awareness up to help out against that. But then you gotta then make the CPU offense move quicker, recognize other shots, and get them up. And we're right there, man. We're right there. I mean, they're at 53%, I think. 50, I don't know. It's close enough that we're within like striking range. Oh, I thought we got a good look there. Let's take a look at the numbers real quick. I think this is important to gauge. Before we look, does anybody have any guesses on how many shots the CPU took? Yo, Big Soccer, it is complicated, man. You're 100% right. We did an offensive awareness 100 a couple of years ago and they played too smart for us. Yeah, it's offset for sure with the defensive awareness there. And the tendencies really help too. I can't overstate how important the tendencies are. Does anybody have any guesses? I don't even know. It definitely feels like they're over 20. Now, we didn't get any free throws, unfortunately. We did get a foul or two. Neither team shot any free throws. I did put free throws back up to 100. Devirit says 21. Anybody else want to guess? $21. And we were at 20. So, and they shot 12 threes. The difference, man. The difference in team, and then that matters too. Now, we had 4 dunks. So, definitely got to monitor that a little bit. But we only had 12 points in the paint, so we weren't paint spamming. We had a good quarter. We shot 60%. But we had 4 dunks. So that, you know, if you take away the dunks, right, we're 2 of 4 inside. 2 of 6 if you include the close shots we missed. But those 4 dunks, you know, they matter. Now, one thing we want to monitor is the CPU. 3 for 3 and 2 for 2 right there. They had 2 close shots they missed, but we got to monitor that other 2, right? We don't want them to be 100% inside right down there. And I do still have remember, we kept this up high for the CPU, and I lowered the user to 75 here, and I gotta monitor that because that might be where we start. The driving contact, if it's lower, maybe is the reason we got a couple more dunks that we wouldn't have had. But we're just gonna monitor. We're gonna let things ride out. Overall, a better quarter, better pace of play. I don't like that, of course, there wasn't any free throws. There was definitely some animations there, but the calls weren't made. And that's where it's tricky. Like when you have the shooting foul maxed out, you have driving contact pretty maxed out. Like the contact is obviously occurring, the foul is set to be called as much as possible, then why are there still no calls being made? We'll play another quarter and then we'll I think we gotta, I mean, we're already at 5 dunks. I think I gotta just put this back up. We'll leave this there. But we're just, when we are getting a step. Oh, good recovery. I have no idea if he can hit or not, but we just We just let it fly. Big Socrates says, yeah, that was way easy. Yeah, that's one thing I changed at the end of the stream yesterday because of our shooting percentage was I lowered the driving from 100 down to 75 for the user. And you can feel it early. There's just not enough contact, and we're getting to the hoops. Should have been a foul. Whoa. Dude, what is this black attack? Why are you being an idiot, dude? You just come to streams and just talk nonsense? Where's the 2K Legends League, your fantasy team? I'm playing the CPU. Like, it literally says in the title, sliders. Yet you're coming here talking user versus user. Like, I don't know. Some people, I feel like, just wake up and say, I'm going to go be a dumbass today. Like, I literally don't understand it. Can you hit this one, Williams? Maybe he can't shoot threes. I don't know. I figured everyone on the Celtics could shoot a three. They shoot 60 of them a game. There's finally a foul. Finally a foul. Like I said, guys, the contact's there. They just need to call it. The 2K's inconsistent. All right, Vooch can come back in. He'll hit that three in that mid. All right, where are we running here? No, lean in on that, Jaylen Brown. I had him. I faded away. He went for it. He was supposed to then do the up and under and come in. Lift. Okay. That was deep. We'll live, though. Get it back, Jaylen Brown. Get it right back, Jaylen Brown. Oh, yeah. Yo, Curry's struggling, man. Was there a free throw? Somebody must have got punched? No kidding. Oh, we finally got him on a roll. Finally got him on a roll. Oh, my God. I need to give myself some mods, man. Sorry, I don't think I have any mods watching right now. So I had to just put that dude. Just being an idiot. Oh, good take. Good timeout. Add some mods to the channel while I have a moment here. People have been tuning in. Big Socrates, you've been around, you've been supporting the channel for a long, long time. I know you're all about 2K, so I'm assuming if I'm doing anything basketball related, you're going to tune in, so I'm going to add you as a moderator. I just can't handle... some of this stuff. All right, got some mods added. Mm. I think because I don't have a save file, anytime I make a change, it like messes with the sliders. So I'm just gonna go load that up. See, it says save file. I think anytime you do anything, it messes with it because it says save file cannot be required. Like, I think because it's not a save file, it doesn't work properly. He was doing that all day yesterday too. And the only times we were really seeing stuff is when I'd start over and then I wouldn't pause or change anything. King Lil J, you got modded up too. Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, you've been coming through the streams, man. Good shot. There goes that man. He's got a very sneaky 21. I had no idea he had that many points. No, don't hook shot it. Just shoot a fadeaway. Good steal. That's not a foul? Yo, 2K be tripping. How is that not a foul? I got absolutely raped. No, he's hot. Okay, thank God. Hey, free throws. It showed he was shooting 67% of few. Yeah, he had a couple nice floaters, but from 3, it didn't feel like he was doing anything crazy. I don't know how many threes he's taken so far. He's taken like 7 or 8. Easy. Foul. That was a good fast break right there. Got the ball to the middle of the court, found the open guy. Getting good looks. Yeah, get the ball out of... No! The damn Curry slide, man. I thought he got out before we got it down there. Like, I knew he was posting up, but I thought maybe he, like... I thought he had stepped out. He did not. Stepped out of the paint long enough to reset it. Pass the ball. That's the one thing I don't like about offensive awareness at 100 is it seems like the CPU will throw to or will just really just spam with the point guard. And we're going to take a look and see if that's indeed the case. I mean, it feels like it. Now, they don't really have anybody else outside of Curry, so it might not be the best team to look at, you know. And he is Curry. It'd be interesting to see his shots if Jimmy Butler was he stepped out, was active. Because then you got another, you know, guy that can score, create his own shot, and you're not just dealing with Curry and Porzingis and then Seth just running off screens. But they have a very high run plays tendency, so there should be more. Ooh, let's go. Should be a little bit more ball distribution. Like to see Pods get some shots up there. Nope, we're not going there. Nope. Good pull. Floater. That's what I wanted. That's the exact shot I wanted him to do. I just thought he was going to make it. Maybe Garza can only hit if he's behind the line. Percentages are way down this quarter for both teams. No, we don't want that. We don't want to. Good D. Oh my, let's go. I don't know if that's what it is, DV Rit. I've always felt like it's not necessarily the highest shot, but definitely I think touch, because it feels like point guards go absolutely berserk when awareness is up high. They haven't scored in 5 minutes. What? Dang it, Draymond. They only have 10 assists. They're not really... It's a good shot. If he can hit threes. I'm curious to see because the shot distributions, and that's one reason I've always tried to stay away from offensive awareness. And so it's going to be one of those things, maybe finding balance. Like, we don't have to necessarily stay at 100. I never even tried 75. I'm not going to touch the tendencies. Nope, we're done with that. It's going to be build the sliders around it. No, give it to Derek White. The first time, you idiot. Thank you. Both teams shot way worse. That's not even going to count. So the first thing we're going to do, Curry's taking 18 shots. He's on pace for 36. Honestly, yeah, you know, and then you got Porzingis with 6, Seth with 6. Nobody else is really getting much. Pods has 3. Melton has 1. There's not much else there. Quentin Post hasn't even seen any minutes. Oh, he did. 6 minutes. One thing I'd like to do is monitor how the shot distribution looks if it's not a point guard. That's the best player. And the fall off is pretty substantial, right? Porzingis getting 6 looks for being a big who's not a back to the basket big isn't, you know, horrible. But it's all guard dominated, right? We had really good shot distribution. Derek White was 7, Jaylen Brown with 9, Vucevic was 7. Curry's already taken 13 threes. They've taken, so look at the difference, you guys. We didn't touch shooting sliders from yesterday. They have 12 points in the paint. They're 53s. That's crazy is that they actually shot less shots that quarter. They actually slowed down. We shot, I mean, now we're at 50%, 38 from 3. What's crazy is it feels like when we're playing the game, it feels like they shot more than that. Like, if you would have asked me, did they shoot the same shots in the second quarter as the first, or less or more, I would have told same or more. I never would have guessed that they shot 4 fewer shots. That's very interesting. This was so. Before we change offensive awareness to 75, let's see if there's other teams we could test. Let's do. I only had one dunk, I think, after I raised the driving contact. I didn't save it. That is true. You're 100% true. Players do adapt. You're not lying there at all. Which is why we're just going to test it and continue to see. I'm going to save this. And then I'm going to actually, so I don't have to do it in game. Okay, cool. That one actually stuck. All right, so I'm going to go back in case there was a matchup or whatever that you guys wanted. Play the Clippers. That's a good idea. Although they do, I could see Garland going crazy. I hope that's not the case. Let's do this. We'll switch. Let's see, who do the Clippers play here? The Nuggets. Okay, I'll play as the Nuggets for sure. That would be interesting too. The Nuggets' best player isn't. This is interesting. Who do you think would be better to test it as? Garland or Jamal Murray? Because then they have Kawhi and Jokic as the better players. What are you guys' thoughts? I can run that Nuggets versus Clippers game. Is he healthy in this scenario? We'll look here when we get up there. Let me first upload the sliders. I like to just back out, load everything in, because I get that stupid save file thing, and I feel like it just messes stuff up. Whenever you make a change, I just feel like it messes. Got that off. All right, so let's simulate through date. Let's go to Clippers. Garland is day to day. You said Garland. We know they're giving Jokic the ball. Okay, I'll play as the Nuggets then. And we'll make him healthy if he doesn't automatically get healthy. He's day-to-day here. So let's go to Denver. Yeah. He's not healthy. That's not gonna be fun. Sorry. We're not playing this for me. We're playing this for... Alright, he's in the lineup. That's what we wanted, right? So, alright, we gotta do the thing here. We gotta do the damn thing. Yeah. Oh, Jamal Murray's playing at least. Could be a lot worse. All right, let's see how this goes, man. And this is good because we know that the offensive awareness. This is what we at least know. Raising the offensive awareness helps the CPU with how they run their offense with the higher defensive awareness for the user, which the higher defensive awareness for the user helps reduce the CPU shooting 70%. The issue is it gonna mean point guards for the CPU shoot all the shots? And are they going to shoot too many threes and then not attack the hoop? I like this testing here. And because I never did, we can do lower awareness. I literally went from 50, tested down to 0, and then went straight to 100. I knew what 50 was like. We did it all day yesterday. So let's compare 0, then compare 100. So we know that if 0 isn't any good, 100 is good, but 50 wasn't good, then we know that, somewhere between 0 and 100 is going to be where we want to be, right? So we know 50 is not it. If 100 proves to continue to have these issues, then we know that 100 is not it. But maybe it's 90 or 85 or 80, or you know what I mean? Live, okay, Derek Jones. I was about to say live, but damn. I like that offense. Man, it took a while. But I liked letting the team run through everything there. That looked good. It felt good. That's one thing I do appreciate about the higher awareness that I've noticed is just running plays and things like that, or just running the motion, the sets. It just looks better. Well, 3 possessions and Garland hasn't shot it yet. So potentially it's not point guard based. It could just be best player. And one. Come on, game. That's Kawhi's 3rd shot already. Oof. So it might just be find the best player. Because Kawhi's taken 3 shots already. What freelance you use? Well, I didn't touch the freelance. So whatever is assigned to the Nuggets. I do wish you could set what freelance you want your coach to run instead of having to do it every single time you go into a game. Like, just say, hey, this is what I want it to be. Alright, good D. I couldn't get a step on him. Jeez. Chris Dunn is a good defender, but I didn't think he was like that good. Alright. Have they missed a shot yet? That's got to be a bucket. Deep 2. Come on, Jokic. What are you doing? Yeah, we're not... Oh, my... Okay. I didn't know he was moving. So this is what we can determine. It's not point guard based. It's 100 offensive awareness is get your best player the ball and he shoots everything. Because Kawhi's already taken like 6 shots. That's tough. Good defense. Garland hasn't even shot it. It's alright. Not the shot I wanted, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. There's his first shot. There we go. They aren't shooting as many threes as the Warriors, which is definitely going to be, you know, team identity, playbook, players, system proficiency. Should have been a foul. Okay, why? Don't know why he jumped. Like, so soon. So we're going to play a quarter, obviously, and see what the shot attempts look like. The shot distribution. And see where we're at. Good shot. Dang it. Oh. I thought Kawhi was small forward. They moved him to power forward. So I pressed to take control of small forward to defend him and just left that guy wide open. Buckets. They're running a slower pace than... Well, the pace isn't that bad. No free throws, though, still, which is... definitely a concern. Because we have... Oh, no. We have the shooting foul at 100. And we have contact all the way up. All right, we need a bucket here. We're struggling to score. This is not like playing the Warriors. That's for sure. Buckets. Get in there. If you're intrigued how free throws work, in standard 2K fouls occur so frequently. What do you mean standard 2K? Everyone's been complaining all year that there's like, last year free throw numbers were really, really good. This year, there's been free throw issues all year. So I'm curious where you're thinking. Are you thinking that? I haven't been able to get free throws all year. Now, I've been able to get more than this. Now, the thing that's interesting is yesterday we did get some free throws in one of our games. Before I hopped on this morning, when I was testing a little bit against the Pistons, there were some free throws like within the first couple minutes. Like the contact got the call. But now we're playing, we've done this. There's a foul. That's his second. Okay. I was going to say, though, when we played against the Celtics, or as the Celtics versus the Clippers beat it at, or the Warriors beat it at half, there was lots of, you could see the contact, you're like, all right, that's a foul, and then the whistle was never blown. And you've seen that here in this game, too. You're saying, oh, there's contact there. There should be something, and there isn't. Nothing being called. It doesn't have to be shooting fouls either. Like, there's just, call a blocking foul. Call a charge. Call reaching fouls. Like... Nothing's being called. It's not just shooting fouls. I have blocking I have the reaching foul set to 90. I have blocking set to 80. Oh! That's our first team foul. It doesn't. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't have to be only shooting fouls that get called. Why aren't blocking fouls being called? Charges. Why is it only illegal screens? Reaches should be called. But I'm curious, and these are 2K defaults. Remember, this is the tendencies changed, but the tendencies, you helped put them in there. The tendencies for fouling, like all that stuff, were pretty were pretty good. Was it the draw foul tendency? Those were pretty good. Or is the draw foul tendency, draw foul rating? There's one for each. Not a good shot. Oh no, good steal, John Collins. Alright, last shot here. This is a completely different scoring quarter than our first quarter. Let's take a look. I think Kawhi ended up around 8 shots. 7. I can live with 7. That's, I mean, it's on pace for 28, but he played 11 minutes, right? So he's not going to play 11 minutes a quarter. We'll play another quarter to see how it ends up at the half, and I know it can change. But just look, I mean, just initially saying, Curry shot 18 in the first half. Kawhi's going to sit for a couple minutes, we'd think. Let's take a look. 19 shots. They took 9 threes. The free throws were just that one thing. So pace of play a little bit slower. That can change as well. And this is interesting, right? So remember, I was getting all those dunks against the Warriors. As soon as I increased the driving contact, I got one dunk and it was a fast break. They don't have any, but they do have... I don't know why I looked. They do have the same thing. What are our thoughts, though? We didn't change anything, and we're comparing versus the Clippers. How are we feeling? What are our thoughts here? And I didn't change anything offensively. I'm just kind of running it. We didn't change our game plan. We didn't... You can hit that. I know you can hit that. Let's go. Yeah, man, you're great at picking games. That's also why I like to let you guys kind of give your input on what you want to see. Definitely touch related, the awareness. Yeah, I have a feeling that 100's not going to be doable because of that. Oh, bobbled the ball. We're back. Good D. But I am curious. What's... Did we look? We can see. Should be able to see his touch tendency. He only has a 64. 64 touch and a 59 shot. He has a 67 shot and a 68 touch. So I don't know if it's 100% tied to that, because according to what we just looked at, Garland is supposed to touch the ball more than Kawhi and shoot it more than Kawhi. His touches and his shots tendencies are higher than Kawhi Leonard. So I don't know if it's related to either of those, because just looking at those numbers. Free throws. Let's go. Need more of that, man. And drink a little bit of my Ghost. I need to enjoy this break here. We've been going through stuff. Let's enjoy the free throws real quick. Get a substitution. Good quick pull. Let's go, Jamal Murray. Ah! Good pull. Good pull. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, I took the chat off of the overlays. How do you guys feel about that? Hey, we got free throws. You're here from Italy too? Hey man, much love to my Italian friends. Pasta's my favorite food. Like, not even joking. I literally cannot wait to go to Italy one day to just experience real pasta, man. It'll be more testing, King Lil. That's what we're doing, testing. Yeah, when I grabbed those clips yesterday that I went uploaded on X and, made a YouTube short, I was like, man, the freaking chat is just covering up a lot. And then I had the little note, the things down low, like recent chat, like super chats and stuff. I was like, I can relocate those. Nope. I don't know why I tried to do that, knowing. So we move things around a little bit. Get a cleaner screen. Run the same play as always that we just ran. Let's just run it through. There we go. But yeah, I was like, I gotta get a cleaner screen. I was like, I don't need to have the chat up on the screen. I was like, they're in the chat. They can see what people are saying. They can't see what people are saying from Twitch, but I don't really get... I got 777 subs on Twitch. No one tunes in on Twitch. Hey, thanks, Big Papa. I did it for my Madden Hey, free throws. I did it for all my screens. I made it clean. Got rid of the chat showing up on screen. Moved around the subscribers and followers. Put it on top of my little face there. Just cleaned it up, man. Can someone real quick do me a quick solid? Can someone look up this season how many shot attempts per game the Clippers are averaging? Because, I mean, the teams are averaging 88, right? So some teams are averaging over 90, others are down at like 84. Could someone tell me where the Clippers are at? Because they're playing a slower pace, but that could be, in line with what they do in real life. And we're getting fouls now. They definitely don't drive as much all the way on 100 awareness. It's like they're aware that there might be a defender there, so they pull up. And it has helped reduce their shooting percentages, but it's also going to make free throws a little bit harder, and it could slow down the pace a little bit if they decide to stop what they were doing to kick it out or, whatever. They're 82.4. Okay, thank you. So their pace of play is actually we're on par for that. And I remember the reason I asked is because we have the ChatGPT points of emphasis and tendencies, all that matters and does have impacts. Tough shot. Kawhi was right there. Dead last in the league at 82? Yeah, I could imagine. They run a much slower pace. And it feels like it in this game. I wanted a floater, not that shot. See, and he does shoot a lot of mid range, but we're going to point this out. We're going to stop. We're a quarter and a half in the game. They have taken 30 shots. They've taken 11, so they're on pace. They're picking up the pace, right? If they've taken 11 already, they're on pace for. Well, they don't have Harden anymore, but yeah, I feel you. They're on pace this quarter for 21. 21-ish. They did get some free throws, which is nice. Okay? But look at this. Look how many close shots they're taking compared to like actually at the rim. 6 shots at the rim versus 12, not quite all the way in there. Where I have 4 at the rim, but I have 6, right? You know what I mean? So it's not nearly the same. They have double. They're not going all the way to the hoop. Now, this does help lower the shot percentages, right? Because you look at I can't point out I don't have a cool thing where I can point out. But if you just look at the close and inside, right? They're 4 for 6, which is 66%, but they're 4 or 6. Then you throw that 50% in there. Then they're 6 for 10. Then you show on the 2 for 3. Now they're 8 of 13. Then you do the 4 for 5, and now they're 12 of 18. 12 of 18 is exactly 66%. Right? Which is actually kind of, I mean, the percentages is good. We'd like to have them be a little bit more inside than close shot. We could get it up a little bit higher, but 66% is in a good range. They're not really shooting a lot of mid range, and then they're not really hitting threes. But I think part of that is and what are they shooting overall? They're shooting 50%. They can't hit a three to save their life. They're 2 for 10 from 3, right? And they have 18 points in the paint, but when I say paint, like I'm thinking that 4 for 6, instead of having, 12 shots in the close range, it should be more split 50-50. They should be getting trying to attack all the way to the hoop a little bit more. In my opinion. And that could be the offensive awareness. I think the next step down would be definitely, split the difference between 50 and 100 and try 75 and see what the difference is. Also, I forgot to look here. Kawhi's up to 13 shots. So he had 11 minutes played and he was at 7 shots. And then he's come in the 4 minutes he's played since, he's taken 6. Yo, DJ Red Alert, what's up, fam? Welcome to the stream. It's been a little bit. Appreciate you coming through. So the shot disparity that we had that was really good in the first quarter, it's starting to get away a little bit. Okay, good D. I always screw up when I want a floater. I always do a Euro. Buckets. Good freaking effort play, Najee. Oh, you were just quiet. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. So I'll reframe it. Been a while since you've chit-chatted. Always good to see you in here. So we're going to try 75 offense awareness next. I'll tell you guys right now, my personal, if I had to guess, 75 is going to be too low. We'll end up being somewhere between 75 and 100. If I had to guess. I mean, it definitely could be that. There's a foul. But the thing is, I'm definitely noticing the part of the reason why I feel like the pace picked up to an extent. They shoot. Maybe it's not even the pace. Partly, I mean, they definitely shoot more threes, right? And I think it is the lower the awareness, the more it's like, gotta get to the paint. Gotta get to the hoop. The higher the awareness, it's like they recognize if there's a defender there or a defender rotating. So they don't go all the way. They recognize that. So they're like, all right, we're going to kick it out. Or they'll pull up. See, right there. Pulls up instead of attacking all the way. I think that is awareness. Because we played enough yesterday to see that the CPU wasn't doing that when it was on 50. Even when it was on 100 defensive awareness, they were still paint spamming. It just they were like the offense was really really slow, right? And the reason why is because it was harder for them to get to the paint. Come all the way through, Jokic. Never mind. That's a good play off of that. Let's go, Hardaway. So I'm just analyzing here that I feel like, okay, so we know that when it was at 50, they didn't shoot threes. They were attacking the paint hard, getting a really high percentage because they were getting to the paint. It just took them longer to execute the plays to get there. When I went higher, they started shooting more shots away from the hoop. That does two things. Lowers their shot percentages naturally, and is going to give them less foul opportunities because they're not going all the way to the hoop. They're pulling up short. You got to come all the way to the hoop. See? That's the second time now. I don't even want to finish this. That's the second time now that Garland, there's no one over here. It's just him and Jamal Murray. Why isn't he stops right here. Why isn't he going all the way to the hoop? Crosses up. There's no one there. Najee's coming over, but look at this. This is what I'm thinking. The offensive awareness is so high that he detects Najee coming over. So instead of trying to go all the way, he pulls up. That's the second time. We're in a good game here, but I don't want to. I'm very confident that that's what's going on. Hold on. 3 minutes left. I gotta finish it just to see how many shots Kawhi takes. I was gonna get out and go, but there's 3 minutes left. I need to see Kawhi's. How many he ends up finishing for the half. Because then when we lower the awareness, we can look at that too. Can someone tell me how many shot attempts Kawhi is averaging a game? Okay, Chris Dunn. Defensive menace. That's shot number 15. No, Curry had 18. Oh my god. I'm an idiot. Sorry, let's see if he goes all the way. Nope, kicks it out right away. See? Let's go. See, we're attacking the hoop still, and we are drawing some fouls now. I'm feeling like if we can get them to draw the hoop, go to the hoop a little bit more, we'll get their free throws up. But if they're constantly pulling up short of going all the way to the hoop, how are they supposed to get any free throws? Oh, I had him and I had him beat. 16. Oh, I thought that was good. So I'm pretty sure he finished off at 17 shots. So he's around the same as Curry. I think so. We're looking at consistency there. Um, that's how many shots they're going to shoot. The pace ended up not even being. It was the exact same, 19. They are on pace for 76 shots. They're not even maintaining real life pace. Was there something wrong with awareness at 50? I forgot. Yeah, they paint spammed and didn't shoot any threes. So we're going to replay this. We're going to make a change. And we're going to do it for the user too. But so far we know two things. 19, yeah, so he did his total for in a game, he did it in a half. So this is what we do know. The offensive awareness at 100, they go to their better players a ton. And they aren't going all the way to the hoop. And, we could revisit zero offensive awareness too. Like I said, when I did it against the Pistons, they had 7 threes. Now, they could shoot more threes later on. They had 19 shots. And maybe, need to lower the defensive awareness just a little bit. Maybe it doesn't need to be 100. Maybe it needs to, 75 didn't seem to do anything, but maybe 90 is going to be good, But for now, I want to see if we can keep it at 100. Otherwise, we'll play around with maybe dropping the defensive one for the user for a little bit. Because we know that the lower the defensive awareness, the better the pace for sure. But pick and roll is just too ridiculously easy. And that's the other thing too is, well, we could just do that too. We could do the user needed a bump. What if we do this? I have an idea. Go 75. We'll go our 75 defensive awareness to match their 75 offensive awareness, and we'll keep our offensive awareness at 100 to match their 100 defensive awareness. I think that makes sense. Let's do that. Their 75 to match our 75. No, I was gonna try ChatGPT. It didn't understand sliders and it wasn't giving out. It was just all it did, Mike, was unlike Madden in college football, it was just pulling sliders from Operation Sports and Reddit and averaging the totals. And when I told it not to pull from any outside sources, it didn't really understand. And there's so many sliders, right? College football and Madden, there's not that many. There are so many sliders. Let's save that real quick. I did pull it, and I started looking at them, and I'm like, oh man, this is not gonna work. It just you literally would have to spend the time to go through to explain what each slider does, but then it doesn't really have. Yeah, let's replace that. But then there's sliders that we don't really even know what it does, right? Like, for example, hands right here, okay? You guys see this? I want you guys to understand why like it's so 2K is so weird. There is an attribute slider right here for hands. Okay? And it says straight up, change the player's abilities to deflect passes. So for me, based on this would be a defensive slider, correct? Would anybody out there, anyone concur? That if the description for the slider is that it defects your ability to deflect passes, it would be along the defensive, it's defensive related, correct? Can we all agree? So, this is where shit gets confusing. Go into a roster. We're going to go edit Jokic. We're going to go to attributes. Notice how it says attributes. Offensive. Hands. Now, why is there an attribute called hands under offense when then in the game slider it's the ability to deflect passes? Make it make sense. It's that, or they have, when you go through here, defense, there's nothing for hands, but it's their ability to deflect passes. So either one of two things is happening. Either the 2K decided to make a tribute for hands be based on how their ability to catch the ball, but then put in the gameplay slider it's their ability to deflect the ball, which makes no freaking sense whatsoever. Or it's not actually tied to either. I don't know. It's not tied. I mean, I don't even know what to think of it. Because if you lower hands, you will see players bobble passes, catching the ball. The attribute. If you lower this, if you go in here and you lower the hands, you will see players bobbling passes. And if you raise it, it feels like it helps players catch, intercept passes. So it's like it's doing both. But the description tell you otherwise. All right. Let's see what the 75 does. Sorry. I like to catch up. Catch up on notifications. Oh, okay. Don't know what happened there, but all right, cool. That video, I posted a video on X from playing yesterday, and it's actually doing pretty well. Oh, it was your first time uh, connecting your YouTube, right? Did you connect your Twitch? Twitch normally goes faster than YouTube. YouTube can take a while. Why don't I let you go live? Yeah, it says wait for 24 hours for verification. It's been 2 days. Well, 3. Yeah, dude, it can take a while. I don't know. I mean, it can definitely take a while, but try connecting your Twitch account and see if that goes faster. Then you can stream. Well, go make a Twitch account. It's free, and then you can stream there until your YouTube gets verified. Otherwise, you can't live, but you could, record gameplay and upload it. Hold on, I'll catch up to your. I see the comment. See Money Wave, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Appreciate you. Buckets. Man. This definitely feels different than how it was before. Okay, so we can confirm. Look how he didn't kick it out. It definitely feels different, though. I don't know if it's because of that save file glitch or whatever. We'll let it play out, though. There we go. I know you're still testing. I don't know if I could talk. I know you're still testing, but would you suggest downloading the slider set for CPU Slope Sim? No. No, I wouldn't, because the tendencies are completely different. What I'd honestly tell you to do is start with what I got here. Okay, so we're seeing a huge difference already. So we can definitely verify that. Anyway, Sleepy Trev, start with what I have here for testing and just go. Like, I'm still working on user for CPU. I think this is a great place to start. Because I go crazy with all like the tendencies and the attributes and stuff in that slider set, and I don't do it in this one. But you guys just watched a whole freaking half, actually more than that. We watched the Celtics Warriors. When was the last time? I don't think we saw it today, where a guy went all the way to the hoop with defenders there and didn't kick it out. So we can confirm. I mean, it's early, but that seems to be confirmable. The higher the awareness, the less likely they are to go all the way to the hoop, and the more likely they are to kick it out. When it's lower, they're more likely to go all the way to the hoop. So you're going to have an impact on both shot. I mean, depending on how you have it set, this is how you get your 3-point balance as well as free throws. I thought that was. I saw the hair and I thought it was Cam Johnson. Did not think it was Najee. Oops. Completely different. Completely different. Just that little change. Good recovery, Brooke Lopez. Got a hand up there. All the way to the hoop. Look at that, y'all. So then it's going to be a balance between them going to the hoop and shooting threes. Making sure we get enough three-point shots. Buckets, let's go. Matching awareness. Well, they were matched before, but they were, because it was all at 100. But yeah, I think it makes sense because we didn't need the user defensive awareness at 100. It was all about the CPU because of the pick and roll. See, look at them going inside now. Instead of pulling up, Kawhi never attacked like that before. What are we doing here? Got to shoot it. Let's go. Good bucket. So we're just going to monitor. Ideally, they should get more free throws from doing this, right? They had what? They only had. Oh, let's go. That's not where I wanted to go with it. I wanted to go to the cutter. Shoot. I screwed that up. I really need to learn how to use Jokic. But I never play with him. I know there's certain ways to play with him for sure. But now we got to look at the balance between going to the rim and draining the shot clock because you're trying to get to the rim too much versus let's shoot some threes. Right? Because we're over a half a quarter in. They've shot 1 3. They have 10 points in the paint. Field goal percentage is back sky high because look where all their shots are. This is going to be the code, you guys. The offense and defensive awareness is literally going to be the code. Got a foul. Yeah, Mike, I agree, and we're trying to reduce that. We've been able to get good pace of play, but when they were shooting enough shots, there were some other issues. You know what I mean? So it's just trying to correct that without hurting the pace of play. Oh yeah, we're going right at Derek Jones here. I went to icon it because I knew if I just angled it, it would go to the wrong person, and by that time, they had got over and stole it. Bro, I don't know if I want to make a change. I want to restart. This feels, I mean, you can definitely see difference, but it's just everything about it is just off. It just feels so off compared to the last one. And I know that that stupid save bullshit, I think messes with stuff sometimes. That's a bucket. Yo, Sleepy Trev, appreciate that, man. I'm glad you enjoy it. And I do think once we get the sliders completely locked in, I think it's going to be a really good experience until 2K breaks it with an update. No. But yeah, they've taken 1-3. We can't have that. See, every time I pass it, it's going to the wrong freaking guy, and I'm getting so pissed off. Well, no, I'm not so much worried about the pace of play because I understand, they do pay a slower pace, but right now it's they're not shooting any threes at all. There they shot one. C Money Wave over on Twitch says, question, is there a way to use your sliders without the tendencies in specific roster? For example, I know where you're going with it. Bro, I don't know how it's gonna play, right? Because it's built off of tendencies in the ratings, not so much. It's built off of tendencies, right? And so if those tendencies aren't there, I don't know how I don't know how it would hold up. Honestly, what you should do, C Money, is before we did this ChatGPT thing, I did global tendencies, ratings and badges, and I have that formula in the Discord. I think, and I have sliders for that still play pretty dang good. I mean, Pee Wee the Plug's still playing with it, and he's having a good time. I think that's where you'd want to go. See, look, they're only at 15, so the pace of play is slowed down. They were at 19 shots both quarters. But I think for something like that, where it's something that can be done globally, that'd be the easiest way. And then there's a slider set for you. All right. So they ended up getting, well, let's look here. So we definitely got improvement. 4 and 6, right? That's crazy improvement on that shot distribution. Where there's issues then is 11 of their 1, 2, 3, 11 of their 16 shots, 17 shots were at the hoop. 11. Whereas as the user, again, I'm just dinking around, but still, I got 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, plus 4 over there. It's 12 shots were medium range or 3-point range. And then inside was 3, 8. And then look at their field goal percentage. 3 threes, shooting less shots. They got one free throw out of the deal. We are going to, this is what we're going to do. Because I just have a feeling with that stupid save glitch that it gives every single time, which I think is stupid. So we were at 100 and we're at 75. That's 25 difference. We're going to split that in half, which would be 87. We'll go 88. We'll call it 88. That'll make it easy if we go here. So we're going to go 88. We're just going to split it in half, you guys. This is the way you do that. And we're going to go 88. Also had an issue with intercepted passes. Is that just a 2K thing, or have you found to fix that? I mean, there's definitely ways to address it. Play passing lanes, turn that down. You can nerf the pass perception slider. All right, let's get out of here real quick. We're gonna again, I'm worried about that stupid glitch that pops up. Oops. So we're just gonna go right here. We're gonna load a new one. We're not gonna touch anything. We're just gonna load. We're gonna go to oops. Go to the Nuggets. And I gotta go to make Garland healthy. Hey, good. Thank you, man. Appreciate you for joining up. All the information, if you're looking for it, is in the 2K. There's a 2K subthread, and then there's like little categories in there. If you go to the official release videos, I have pinned PDFs and stuff like that I think you would appreciate. Let's make him healthy. Then we're just gonna load the sliders. And I just don't have a save file because I just keep testing, so I don't want to have a save file. Like, I want to just go back, you know what I mean? I don't want to keep working my way through the season. We'll just verify everything is correct. Yep, we're good. We're good. I'm going to play this game. We're going to run what we were just running. All right. Appreciate you watching over on Twitch. Appreciate you joining the Discord, man. We're almost at 5,300 people over there. No, I use real player percentage. The reason why, number one, if you play my career at all, which I do typically at the beginning of the year, but you learn your shot, right? You learn your shots in that game. I have videos up when I made my build and was shooting. Is just stupid. When you have a My NBA, where you have all these different players on your team, typically the first 7, 8 games that you play are hard because you're learning all the shots for your players. However, once you learn your players' shots, then you start making stuff. And then it's really challenging because, everyone who plays the game has a different skill level. Some people are better at timing shots than others. So, how do you give a slider set that has, if you're good at timing shots, has it challenging for you, but then it's still going to allow other people to pick it up and play and time those shots? And then how do you manage that when you start learning your player's shots and you get better at the timing? Now all of a sudden it's not as hard. You know what I mean? And that's when I used to, good take. When I used to make sliders with shot timing in there. And that was what I struggled with the most is people would say like, hey, the first couple games were hard, challenging, fun. And then I learned my player's shots, and now I just win all my games. And so you could never keep the gameplay consistent, whereas when it's real player percentage, what matters there is executing your offense, getting good looks, right? The shot percentages are kind of locked in. We're going to have you set a screen, Jokic. Good defense, Lopez. So that's why I made the switch to real player percentage. Now, 2K still will mess stuff up with their updates to where even on real player percentage, all of a sudden you can't make anything when you were able to before. But outside of that, oh yeah, offensive and defensive awareness are so important, man. Hand down, man down. Let's go. Hand down, man down. There we go. You should, Niche. 100%, man. Like, I would never say, I mean, you can't really for my career, at least, if you play online, which I'm fine with. But for this stuff, if you're trying to have a realistic experience, absolutely. And the best part about it, too, is it lets you try way more, like, unique shots that you probably. And then you don't have to focus on timing your oh, good D shot. You get to focus on getting open looks. It's more basketball. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I pressed the wrong thing. Oops. Do you know any roster and sliders for player lock? My teammates absolutely suck every time. They always play like the opposing CPU. For player lock, I don't really do it. But I would say the CPU versus CPU sliders would be a good place to start because your teammates are gonna, you know, you're not controlling any aspect of it. Do you explain those in more detail? I don't really go into detail on the sliders. See money. What I do in my videos is kind of go through the setup, like the settings and stuff, because people just want to download the sliders anyway. They don't want to look through and hear explanations. Believe me, I do that on my Madden videos, and there's way less sliders, and people still rip me about how long the videos are. So, 2K, I just kind of cover what's important, game speed, the camera angle, real player percentage stuff, and then other stuff that they need to cover, and then just say, all right, here you go. This is how you download it because I know you're not going to look through anything anyway. You know. Let's go. I think you'll really like it. Well, how did that even happen? We haven't got burned by that in a long time. That's a couple times now, Dave. It's a good look. Ah, we had him turned around. The thing with real player percentage too is you'll definitely miss some shots. You're like, I shouldn't have missed that shot. It was easy. But you'll make some shots that you're like, I can't believe I just made that. You know? What the f... Okay. That's so stupid. I knew I had to go to the guy at the top of the key, and I was like, square, circle. Nope, it's a freaking... the power forward. Oh, that's two that I can't get. They keep running that same shit with Jokic at the top, and I'm getting frustrated. Like, run something different. Why are we doing the same thing over and over and over again? They're still not shooting threes. Oh no, he got hurt. What is going on here, y'all? I'll be honest with you, I don't really spend a lot of time answering the why behind the sliders just because so many people just seek, like, how do I word this? People come in, want to know every little thing about the slider, and then they do it so that they can just make their own sliders and publish them in their own space. And they become your competition type of thing, So I don't really give too much out other than during stream. Like, we'll figure stuff out and I'll explain, we'll explain stuff here. But I don't ever really break down like why I chose this slider or that slider or whatever. And oh, when you set it at this, you're gonna get this versus that type of thing. Because all people do is take information from you, and then they go and try to make their own stuff. I have people in Discord that have already done it several times. And it's like, I wasn't trying to tell you all this so that I could get a competitor in the space. I told it, I was trying to be, help you out, tweak your own sliders. Didn't think it was going to be that you were going to, you know, start becoming a slider creator, and starting ahead of the curve because now you have all this information. I feel like they're still paint spamming. Not paint spamming, but you know what I mean. Like they're not. Oh, okay. They're not shooting threes. They are attacking the hoop. Unfortunately, it's not leading to the free throws that we were hoping for. Yo. That's funny. They're 10 of 14. So here we are. We're back to the same issue. I don't even need to play the rest of this. We're back to the same issue we're at. Now Leonard's shooting 9, right? So we went from 75 where he shot 4 to 88 where he's now shooting 9. But unlike what was going on when it was at 100, they're not shooting threes. They're still getting to the paint. So, I'm trying to think. Yesterday, the issue. The issue against the Pistons yesterday, when it was at 50-50. Right? Was it 50-50? Yeah, 50-50. Was it 50-50? What, do you guys remember what we did for the Pistons yesterday? Where it was good, but then they weren't shooting threes. So, this is what we know. That I'm pretty locked in on. User offensive awareness at 100, CPU defensive awareness at 100. Pretty locked in on that. Maybe we'll change that a little bit. That's Big Papa, bro. You and me are like two peas, man. Because that's literally what I was thinking in my head, was putting it back to 50-50. If I remember correctly, the issue was that they were able to get to the paint too easily. This is what I think it was. I don't want to raise the... That's the thing, DV Rit. I don't want to take... We don't have to raise the 3 tendency. We shouldn't have to, right? We did the tendencies. So if we're... I want those tendencies to shine through. We shouldn't have to raise the tendency for them to shoot the ball, right? From 3. And the thing is we've proven that we can get them to shoot a lot of threes. We had the Warriors shoot 25 threes and a half. The issue there was they weren't attacking the paint. And so it's all about... If I remember correctly, yesterday they were shooting when it was on 50-50, and they weren't shooting any threes, and because they didn't have to. I just realized my music isn't playing. Why did my music not play? You guys didn't tell me my music stopped. Shame on y'all, man. But if I remember correctly, what happened was at 50-50 for the CPU, for the user defense awareness and CPU offense awareness. They were able to get to the paint too much. They weren't shooting enough threes, they didn't have to, and so they had 70-some% shot success. So then we tried raising. We left the offensive awareness at 50 and raised the user defense awareness to 75, and it slowed their pace down. Like when it was at 50-50, fairly certain that the pace was good. The issue was just no threes. When I raised the